Jai Shri Mataji, dear brothers and sisters, I start the meditation for the new week. Today we'll dedicate the meditation to Sri Rama, our Father who is in the heavens. Let collectively, with full attention, as a global being, as a global family, do Namaskar and feel that the whole world is doing Namaskar to the Devi, as Sri Sita, and to Sri Rama. Namaskar, Kundalini.
So the attachment doesn't solve the problem. What solves the problem is attention. But when you are not detached, then your attention is attached attention. It's an attention that is not available to everyone, an attention that gets stuck, absolutely stuck into that person with whom you are identified. Try to understand. So to be identified with someone is not actually what we can say paying attention to that person. And then your attention will work. If you are of that level, whenever you put attention to that particular person who needs your attention, it will work. But if you are all the time wasting your attention on a person because you are attached to that person, your attention will be tired. It won't work out. It's a big, I should say, a paradox. That if you are attached to someone, then your attention doesn't work. And if you are not attached to that person, you do everything else. Now you have to give lecture all the time, give lecture. Then I have to do some cooking, I'll do cooking, this, that, and that. But all the time if you are thinking about that person, all the time you want to have connection with that person, it's not necessary. By that kind of attachment, your attention also becomes useless, absolutely useless. So let the attention be free. Attention should not be bound by your attachments. Attention should be absolutely free. So it works automatically. Automatically. And you will be amazed, even if you do not pay attention, the attention will work it. It is such a great thing to have this spiritual attention, which is nothing but love. It will just act.
Yes.
You will be amazed how it acts. It's another world I'm talking about, not this mundane world, but something higher, where your attention works, and works so beautifully that you are amazed how it has worked. But you should not bound it by your attachments. If it is bound, you can have a very limited sphere. Only the people who are attached to you, or you are attached to those persons. That's why identification is not the way a guru should work it out. And you have to notice what are they doing? Why is it they are not improving or rising in their attention? What is the problem? Why the divine is not flowing through them? And you will find the reason for this is that people do not have good attention is because it is focused on someone all the time. They feel this is their responsibility, that it should be focused. It's just to give an explanation, it's just an explanation to say that, see, naturally I have to be worried about this, I'm worried about that. It's just an explanation. But if you really don't fix your attention to one person or 10 persons only, then your attention looks after the whole world. It receives all the information, and also it gives all the information what is to be done to correct the situation. So one has to rise into that state where you do not get angry, annoyed, upset. No, not at all. What happens to you? That you see a situation and in that you are not involved. see the situation and you are away from it, then you can solve that problem better. But if you are part and parcel of that problem, then you cannot solve. It's like this, I was telling, that those who are fighting, say, cannot solve the problem. But a person who is not fighting can solve the problem. So it's a very simple thing to understand that if you are identified, if you are involved with one person or with one kind of a thing, then you are lost. So our attention has to be always free and can be applied widely, wherever needed. That is the state one has to reach. If you reach that state of mind, it's not I'm saying you can do anything about it, it's just a state of mind. When you try to be deliberate about it, then it won't work out. But if you are Sahaj, it will work out. So we come to the second point, apart from the attention, that we should leave everything into the hands of Param Chaitanya. Let the Param Chaitanya solve the problem. This is the problem, let Param Chaitanya solve the problem. We are not bothered. So a detachment comes. You give the whole thing to Param Chaitanya to solve. So you are not in it, you are away from it. Very, very simple things are there. That if you understand that we suffer because everybody feels responsible for us. Everybody thinks they are responsible, they have to do this responsibility for us. Somebody says, this responsibility he has to do. All these things are worrying them. And that is the reason today we have a very complex society. They are suffering from all kinds of diseases in which only thinking is responsible. By this thinking all the time, thinking about one person, thinking about one problem, you reach nowhere. At that moment, what you have to do is to leave it to the Param Chaitanya. If it goes to the Param Chaitanya, it will manage. It will solve the problem. You must mature in such a manner that you should know everything of all these evildoers. You must find out what these false people are doing. See, it's very easy because you are enlightened, and with your enlightened attention, you can definitely find out what's wrong with what organization, with which evil man, evil doer. It will be the best way is to meditate. Not to be aggressive in any way, but just to meditate and ask Mahakali, destroy. Destroy him. For he is destroying the world. You please destroy. That's her job. And she would love to do, but somebody has to tell her and ask her. It's very good because there are so many that unless and until you point it out, she may not be able to put her attention to that, possibly. So it's best is always ask her to help him on individual basis, on a national basis, maybe on a collective basis, or maybe on a global basis. That's what she exists everywhere. She is globally available. Anywhere you may be having any color, any race, any nation, anything. But she exists within you all the time, and to worship her and to awaken her is only your due that you have to do.
तेरी उंगली पकड़ के चला ममता के आंचल में पला माँ ओ मेरी माँ मैं तेरा लाडला माँ ओ मेरी माँ मैं तेरा लाडला बन के तेरा साया मैं तुझको थाम लूं उठ के रब से पहले मैं तेरा नाम लूं बन के तेरा साया मैं तुझको थाम लूं उठ के रब से पहले मैं तेरा नाम लूं रखूं तुझे पलकों तले पूजा करूं तेरी तेरे सिवा तू ही बता क्या जिंदगी मेरी मैं तो तेरे सपनों के रंग में ढला तेरी उंगली पकड़ के चला ममता के आंचल में पला तेरी उंगली पकड़ के चला ममता के आंचल में पला माँ ओ मेरी माँ मैं तेरा लाडला
Let's start the meditation. Let's collectively, once again, as a global family with full attention, with a level of attention that we have never had before, which is very high and wide. Let's collectively raise our Kundalini, which is the primordial Kundalini. Let's feel that we are raising the primordial Kundalini within ourselves collectively and do abandon that is protecting us to the highest level. Let's sit very comfortably and collectively focus in our heart. Let's collectively feel our heart beating, the energy of the O2, the energy of the central channel, which is making our heart beat through the central nervous system. And let's be grateful to the divine to have built in us such a wonderful machine and to have blown in us the energy of life, the pure prana. Let's collectively feel our heart open. Let's feel the pure love of the divine in our heart. Let's feel a level of love that we have never felt before. We need to feel that we are saints, true saints, not just mouthly talk, but from our heart to have the ability to love, which is beyond our human limits, which is pure, which is divine. To love all humanity more than our own blood relatives. To love humanity, to care for each other, to care for all the global Sangha, all the global Sahaj Sangha, and all the 8 billions of people that live on this planet. Let humanity feel the love from our heart collectively. And let's start the meditation by saying Shri Ganesh mantra for purity and auspiciousness from this heart where Shri Shiva resides. Shri Ganesh mantra 4 times. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. complete surrender to the Lord Ganesh. Now, both hands on the floor, Shri Adibhumi Devi. Let's collectively, completely surrender to the Devi in Mother Earth. And also connect more to the Lord Ganesh as the magnet at the center of planet Earth. Shri Adibhumi Devi, one time, from the heart. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adibhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's collectively surrender completely as we have never surrendered before, as the baby in the hand of the Devi that we have seen in the video. We are totally surrendered and totally trusting of our mother, Shri Adibhumi Devi. Surrender to her all negativities collectively in all our channels, in all our nadis, in all our chakras, all the possessions, all the negativities, all adharma, ego, superego, mind, all our reactions. Complete surrender, complete trust. Left hand on the lap. Right hand still remains on the floor. Shri Mahakali Bhairava. Let's allow our collective and individual left side to be completely purified. No catch, no virus, no negativity, no attack, nothing but pure light of Shri Bhairav in the left channel and our mother Shri Mahakali. Shri Mahakali Bhairava. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now, right side, left, right hand on the lap, left hand over the shoulder. Let truly surrender ego, mind, and reactions. Now, both hands on the lap, full attention above Sahasrara, above the collective Sahasrara, as we are now the Virat. Collectively, we ensure that we jump into the reality of the Virat to be that global, cosmic, enlightened being in which the primordial Kundalini is rising completely in her complete form. This collective being in which the primordial chakras are twirling with the primordial deities in each chakras that are saluting us, even though they are within us. They are sending their blessing to us. All attention beyond Sahasrara. Let's collectively realize that the claws of our attachments are still strong. I and my family, my children, my possession, my. Let's truly surrender to the Devi inside Square all our attachments. Let's be able to surrender and detach from our families, from our children, from our connections, worldly possessions, and be free, just be free, just be the baby Ganesh, the baby in the hand of the Devi, truly. Let's reach that level of attention where we are just free and one with the Devi, free as Shri Krishna, the baby Shri Krishna in the hand of the mother. Let's have a very open and strong attention, collective attention, beyond the collective Sahasrara, as we are the Virat. Let's feel the whole central channel, which is infinite, which is going upward and totally enlightened by Mother Kundalini. All the superior chakras and beyond are completely enlightened by the primordial Kundalini. Let's also feel the circling of Paramachaitanya above Sahasrara, above the collective Sahasrara. Paramachaitanya is like a radar circling above Sahasrara. Let's just surrender to Paramachaitanya with full attention and a very strong and steady, stable attention, totally surrendered. Oh, beloved mother, you, the mother of Russia, the mother of Ukraine, the mother of the whole world, we, your children of the world, are gathered to just surrender to your lotus feet, the whole humanity, all our leaders, all the war and unrest in the world. May your divine will be done. May everything that is in balance in the world be at your lotus feet. Please keep your attention on us. Protect us. Save your children and the world. Let's meditate for 1 minute, surrendering to the Devi collectively before finishing meditation. Namaskar, Kundalini.